The name chemical reaction is very familiar to all of us. जैसे ही हम केमिकल रिएक्शंस के नाम लेते हैं हमें लगता है कि सम एक्टिविटीज़ विच आर मेंट टू बी परफॉर्म्ड ओनली इन केमिस्ट्री लैब, लेकिन क्या ये केवल केमिस्ट्री लैब में परफॉर्म की जा सकती हैं? Yes, many of them are able to be performed in chemistry labs. लेकिन in our daily lives also we are performing several activities like melting of ice, burning of paper, curdling of milk, rusting of iron, fermentation, and so on. Can we categorize them into chemical reactions category? What is the basis of that? So for that we need to understand the concept of physical changes and chemical changes we already studied in class 6th and 7th. Physical changes always are associated with the term physical properties, a change in physical properties, while chemical changes is associated with a change in chemical properties. What are these physical and chemical properties of a substance? Physical properties are always related with the appearance, the shape, size, texture, odor, melting point, boiling point of a particular substance. So if we find any change in any of these physical properties of that particular substance, we consider it as a physical change. Similarly, chemical change is associated with chemical property, a change in chemical properties. What do you mean by chemical property? Chemical property is related to the bonding between atoms of that substance. If there occurs a change in the bonding of atoms, there will be either breaking or the strengthening of the bonds, then it will be considered as chemical property. So if you find a change in the chemical property of a substance, that change is considered as a chemical change. Several examples of physical changes in our daily lives as well as in labs also: sublimation of dry ice, solid carbon dioxide directly changes to gaseous carbon dioxide remains same but only the state changes. Same with breaking of glass piece, the glass composition of glass before breaking and after breaking remains same, no changes, so it is considered as physical change. Here where no new substance is going to form and we will find a change in their physical properties. Chemical changes. Several activities in our daily life are considered as chemical changes because we find a formation of a totally new substance after the change. If we talk about digestion process, the food pieces which are very big in size, solid in state, when are being crushed into fine particles, they convert themselves into a semi-solid, semi-liquid state. So such a kind of changes where a totally new substance forms with different properties, such a change is called as physical change. Now, how can we understand a chemical reaction? So a chemical reaction is nothing but a chemical change where an original substance loses its nature and identity and forms a new substance by rearrangement of atoms. Such a change is called as chemical reaction. कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स जो हमारी केमिस्ट्री लैब्स में इजीली परफॉर्म किए जा सकते हैं वो भी हम देखेंगे. सबसे पहला एग्जाम्पल हम लेते हैं बर्निंग ऑफ अ मैग्नीशियम रिबन. बर्निंग जैसे ही हम नाम लेते हैं, इट इज़ ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज कंबशन. Whenever any substance burns or undergoes combustion process, it is confirmed that it will react with oxygen gas present in air. So, जैसे ही मैग्नीशियम रिबन को हम बर्न करते हैं, ये बर्न होता है एक डैज़लिंग वाइट लाइट के साथ, और इट कन्वर्ट्स इनटू अ फाइन पाउडर अल्टीमेटली. दैट फाइन पाउडर is called as MgO, that is magnesium oxide. Magnesium combines with oxygen during the burning process and it liberates out a bright white dazzling light along with some heat, and it converts into a white powder called as MgO. बर्निंग ऑफ मैग्नीशियम रिबन के दौरान 2 प्रिकॉशंस बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट होते हैं जो हमें ध्यान रखने चाहिए. मैग्नीशियम एक बहुत ही रिएक्टिव मेटल है और जब हम इसे बर्न करने जाएं तो सबसे पहले हमें एक सैंड पेपर से इसके आउटर सरफेस को अच्छे से क्लीन कर लेना चाहिए. व्हाई इज़ इट सो? एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड कि ये बहुत ही रिएक्टिव मेटल है और इट नेचुरली कंबाइंस विथ ऑक्सीजन एंड फॉर्म्स अ लेयर ऑफ मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड ऑन इट्स सरफेस. तो यदि हम मैग्नीशियम रिबन जिस पर मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड की लेयर है उसे हम यदि बर्न करने जाते हैं तो इट विल टेक अ लॉन्ग टाइम टू बर्न. सो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू रब दैट सरफेस विथ अ सैंड पेपर सो दैट मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड का लेयर इजीली रिमूव हो जाए और द बर्निंग कैन टेक प्लेस इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स. अनदर नेसेसरी प्रिकॉशन इज during the chemical reaction, bright dazzling light comes out. This white light can damage our eyes. So ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि while burning, the handling of magnesium ribbon with the pair of tongs should be away from our eyes as much as we can so that it may not cause any harm. Another example of chemical reaction we can check with the addition of zinc metal in an acid. This reaction of a metal with an acid is visible on the screen. In the test tube we have taken acid sulfuric acid. Zinc metal is visible to us in the labs in this form. When it is combining with the acid, we obtain a new substance, zinc sulfate, ZnSO4, and some byproduct is also going to form in the form of H2 gas. But it is a gas, we cannot see it, but still we can find some bubbles coming out of it. So we consider this reaction very important reaction. Third one example which can be conducted in labs. When we take 2 solutions, lead nitrate, potassium iodide, they are transparent clear solutions. When they will be combined together, we find a color change. Along with this color change, we find 2 new substances formed. One is called as lead iodide and another is called as potassium nitrate. Now these 2 new substances can be visible in the form of a liquid, where potassium nitrate will be in the liquid state and lead iodide will be in a solid state. So after going through these reactions, we come to the meaning of chemical reactions as it is simply a chemical change in which an original substance loses their properties, their identities, and they form a new substance with different properties. Now we will move on to the another very important section of the chemical reactions. How do we come to know that a chemical reaction is going on? Some indications must be known to us that confirms that some reaction has taken place, and we will approve that कि yes. हमने अभी 3 एग्जाम्पल्स देखे जिसमें हमने पहले एग्जाम्पल में मैग्नीशियम की बर्निंग करवाई, सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल हमने जिंक का रिएक्शन सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड के साथ देखा, और तीसरे रिएक्शन में हमने दो सॉल्यूशंस का रिएक्शन के साथ एक कलर चेंज को देखा। इसमें पहली रिएक्शन में ब्राइट वाइट dazzling light comes out. Second reaction was associated with some bubbles formation, and the third reaction was associated with some color change. So by observing these light, these gases, bubbles or some colors, we are assuming that they might be a type of chemical reactions. So all those observable changes which we can identify easily when a chemical reaction is going on, all these features are called as the characteristics of a chemical reaction. A very common example, if any chapati or paratha is left over in your lunch box for 2 to 3 days and you forget to open the box, and after 3 to 5 days when you open the box, you find that chapati or paratha in a spoiled state. And what is the confirmation of the spoilage? The bad smell that comes out, the color of the chapati, the paratha will be observed by a layer of greenish somewhat layer of fungus growth developed over it, and even the taste, even after if you taste it, so you will find a different taste. So all those observable changes which are confirming, which can be recognized easily, they confirms that a reaction has taken place definitely. There are 5 important characteristics of a chemical reaction. The first one, as I discussed earlier, evolution of gas. This evolution of a gas is always represented in a chemical equation with the help of an upward arrow. So whenever the two components combine together and they are associated with the release of a gas, हम उसे कहते हैं chemical reaction is going on. Next example, formation of precipitate. Precipitate, the word precipitate is a substance, solid substance which is obtained whenever two solutions are combined together. Anytime if we find a solid substance left out at the bottom of the test tube, then such insoluble substance left out is called as precipitate. As on the screen you can see the reaction between barium chloride and sodium sulfate. We are obtaining a white colored precipitate at the bottom of the test tube. Third characteristic which confirms that reaction is taking place is the color change. Lead nitrate and potassium iodide also have shown the color change from transparent to yellow color. Here on the screen, reaction between an iron nail represented by Fe symbol and copper sulfate, blue colored copper sulfate solution is shown. After keeping nail in copper sulfate solution for some hours, we find a change in the color of copper sulfate from blue to green, and we also find a brown colored deposition on the iron nail as well. So these are the observable changes which confirms that some reaction has taken place. Next, very important characteristic of a chemical reaction, whenever two substances combine together, they show some kind of change in their temperature. Either some heat is going to be released out or some heat is absorbed from the surroundings. As you can see, on the basis of these two changes, either the heat is evolved out or the heat is absorbed, the reaction can be categorized as exothermic or endothermic. In the case of exothermic reaction, the combination of substances will release out heat in the surroundings, and the overall solution will have a higher temperature than their surroundings. While in the case of endothermic reactions, a supply of energy from the surroundings will be taken. It can be in any form, and the substances will be allowed to combine together. The total solution at the end of the reaction will have a lesser temperature than the surroundings. So, several exothermic reactions are available in nature. It can be shown in some of the processes, like if we burn coal. Coal is a pure form of carbon. So, carbon, when combines with oxygen during the process of burning, it gives us carbon dioxide gas and heat is released. This heat is shown on the right side of the chemical equation with a term, with a symbol triangle in the brackets. Sometimes if you find a triangle in any reaction mentioned, we consider that some heat is released out or some heat is added. So, same with methane burning, heat is released. Zinc and sulfuric acid reaction we have seen earlier, there also it is accompanied with release of heat. Calcium oxide, a very common substance available, it is also called as चूना और क्विकलाइम. जैसे ही हम वाइट वॉश के लिए चूना को पानी में डालते हैं, वैसे ही एक सॉल्यूशन तैयार होता है जिसे हम कहते हैं कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, और बहुत सारी हीट रिलीज होती है. सो डिस्पाइट दीज केमिकल रिएक्शंस, several other combustion, explosion, condensation reactions, freezing processes are also kept under the category of exothermic reactions. Now come to endothermic reactions. All those reactions which are associated with a supply of energy in order to bring out the change, they will be considered as endothermic reactions. Few examples can be seen on the screen. Here the symbol triangle is shown on the left hand side opposite to exothermic reactions, because here we are adding the source of energy in those reactions. The last characteristic feature is change in state. If we are burning a wax candle, the wax is solid in state, but when it burns, it combines with oxygen and results in the formation of carbon dioxide gas and water vapors. So, solid wax changes to gases, that is a change in state. Petroleum or diesel, petrol or diesel, if we burn, then again they changes their state. They convert from liquid to gases. So, these are some of the examples where we find an observable change. So, in nutshell, a chemical reaction is nothing but a chemical change where the original substances loses their properties, their nature, their identity, and convert themselves into a new kind of substance. How do we come to know that the original substance has lost its identity? It is with the help of the clearly observable changes that are taking place during the reaction. And all those clearly observable changes are called as characteristics of that reaction that confirms us that a reaction